Good day, everyone. Welcome to another lesson. Last meeting, during our synchronous session, we talked about the demands of the society from the teacher as a professional. The word teacher suggests that the main responsibility of the professional teacher is to teach. The teacher's primary customer is the learner. As a recap, the DepEd Order number 42 series of 2017, known as the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers or PPST, defines teacher quality in the Philippines. The standards describe the expectations of the teachers, increasing levels of knowledge, practice, and professional engagement. There are 7 domains that are required by teachers to be effective in the 21st century in the Philippines. Number 1, mastery of the learning content. Number 2, conducive learning environment. Number 3, responsive to the learner diversity. Number 4, interact with the national and local curriculum requirements. Number 5, apply a variety of assessment tools. And number 6, establish school community partnerships. And lastly, number 7, value personal growth and professional development. Again, those are the 7 domains under PPST. The PPST also have career stages. Career stage 1 or beginning teachers. Career stage 2 or proficient teachers. Career stage 3 or highly proficient teachers. And career stage 4 or distinguished teachers. Are you learning? I hope you are. This time, we will dig into another lesson about the demands of the society from the teacher as a person. After this lesson, you will be able to explain the demands of society from the teacher as a person, and you will be able to cite the personal qualities that a professional teacher should possess. I am only a teacher. Oftentimes, this is what we hear when a teacher introduces herself or himself amidst a group of professionals like doctors, lawyers, nurses, accountants, engineers, and etc. And yet, admittedly, so much is expected or demanded of a teacher. More than any other professional, teachers are subjected to scrutiny to the minutest detail by those they associate with. Teachers are judged more strictly than other professionals. When a teacher fails to meet expectations of the public, like when she wears an ultra mini skirt or fails to pay that on time, the remark from the scrutinizing eye of the public is, teacher pa man din, or in English, to think that he or she is a teacher. So the question will be, what are the demands of the teaching profession from the teacher as a person? This can be restated as what personal qualities or attributes of teachers are demanded by the teaching profession. Or what personal traits must a teacher possess in order to function well as a professional teacher? Referring to the professional teacher, the Code of Ethics gives big words like possesses dignity and reputation with high moral values, adheres to, observes, and practices a set of ethical and moral principles, standards, and values. What are these big words in more specific teacher attributes? In your activity and analysis, the qualities of your favorite teachers may not be very far from one another. Let's compare them with the 12 characteristics of an effective teacher gathered from a 15-year longitudinal quantitatively study on more than 1,000 essays of teacher education. Number 1, prepared. Teachers should come to class each day ready to teach. Number 2, positive. Have optimistic attitudes about teaching and about students. Number 3, hold high expectations. Set no limits on students and believe everyone can be successful. Number 4, creative. Are resourceful and inventive in how they teach their classes. Number 5, fair. Handle students and grading fairly. No favoritism. Number 6, display a personal touch. The teacher is approachable. Number 7, cultivate a sense of belonging. Have a way to make students feel welcome and comfortable in their classrooms. Our 8th characteristic is compassionate. Are concerned about students' personal problems and can relate to them and their problems. Number 9, have a sense of humor. Make learning fun and do not take everything seriously. Number 10, respect students. Do not deliberately embarrass students. Teachers who give the highest respect get the highest respect. Number 11, forgiving. Do not hold grudges. And lastly, last but not the least, admit mistakes. Quick to admit being wrong. These 12 traits of good teachers are the same traits given by the students of these writers every time they ask various classes to list down traits of effective teachers. The most common word given is caring. Class, a caring teacher is fair. He or she displays a personal touch and so is approachable. He or she makes every learner belong and feel welcome. He or she feels with her students and so is compassionate. He or she is forgiving, does not keep grudges against learners. He or she is humble enough to admit mistakes. Because this teacher cares, he or she goes to class prepared. He or she believes in her or his students and so sets high expectation. This teacher cares that students learn and so makes the learning fun by injecting humor. His or her genuine care for learners is grounded on his or her great respect for every learner. Let's move on to professionalism. Professionalism is something demanded of teachers both as professionals and as persons. Professionalism is described in Article 11 of the Code of Ethics of Professional Teachers as, in Section 1, a teacher shall live with dignity at all times. Section 2, a teacher shall place premium upon self-respect and self-discipline as the principle of personal behavior in all relationships with others and in all situations. Article 3, a teacher shall maintain at all times a dignified personality which could serve as a model worthy of emulation by learners, peers, and others. Section 4, a teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God or being as guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. The Code of Ethics for Public School Teachers, adopted in Section 7 of Republic Act 4670, cites integrity as one essential trait of a professional teacher. Since the teacher's work is not confined merely to the development of certain fundamental skills and abilities encompassed by the teaching of the 3 R's, but also includes the development of desirable habits and attitudes that go into the formation of the character. The teacher's manner of living should provide a worthy example for his pupils and students to emulate, for his fellow teachers to be proud of, and for the community to feel as being enriched by it. The personal traits cited as attributes expected of teachers as persons are all included in the big words. First, live with dignity. Second, premium on self-respect and self-discipline. And third, model worthy of emulation, which is found in the Code of Ethics of Professional Teachers. In one word class, all these manifestations of professionalism, the hallmark of a professional. That's it. I hope you learned something. And I hope you can have those traits, personal or professional. Thank you so much for listening and see you in our next discussion. Bye.